Okay. You saw that. Yeah. Anyway. Turn it down a little bit. Again, I'll cut this part out when we go to 100, so you don't have to watch the whole thing. So see you in a little bit. Okay. Alright. Whoa. It still does not really look very well aligned here. Interesting. Well, now that we're here, take this card back into that tunnel. Oh, gotta go backward. Alright. Okay, let's go back to Kaptar. Okay. Well, we're in a very enclosed space here, but I believe we back up a little bit here. Let's turn this to the left. Okay. Back up a little bit more. Alright, back a little bit more. Okay. I know it's possible, I've done it before. Oh, I haven't done yet. Oh, I did it! I have taken down the barrier. Awesome. And there's what's left of it. We'll go back to Hunrath now, and so we can't do anything else right now here, so see you in a little bit. Alright. Well, go forward here. We could go that way, but I need to do something over here first. Hang on. No. I want to go left. And this one here. Let's go to the right. And here. And again turn right. I mean the perfect angle. Oops, not first. Okay, where is it? No. Huh. Oh, there it is. There you go. Well, that was weird. That just abruptly came out of the card. Alright, now they're over here and got me those rocks, I'm going to take a look in this cave. What? Ooh, what is this? A big, ship of some kind? Maybe a submarine? Huh. What's over here? Ooh. Okay. I'm not sure what the point of that door was, but... I did notice a notebook over here, so let's go take a look at that. What the? Submarine part salvage log. What is that? Is that Russian? Interesting. Well, you can't actually go inside, which is a bummer. I was actually in a ship the other day. The battleship, the USS Constitution, on that was this last Sunday, April 27th. Well, not a whole lot to look at over here. That was pretty cool. Well, I'm gonna play all of a sudden. And I will probably forget if I don't do it now, so I'm going to take a look at the other cave. Maybe, we disabled the, rocks in front of it earlier. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that before we go back to Kaptar. Oh. What was that? That was weird. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Airplane wreck. And there's no propellers. I guess now we know where that device came, but a bridge had to come to that plane. What's this? I'm not sure this actually shows me, but okay. Ooh. Perils of the sea. Moltane blast. Arai. Okay, what does this do? Ooh, I'm liking this one. Solid, that's boring. I don't leave it like that. That was pretty cool. Some kind of bar, I guess. Wait, crash site. Oh. Yep, there definitely was a crash here somehow. I'm not sure how I got in the cave, but alright. Alright, let's go back to Kaptar. Wait. Actually over here. Is it? Hang on. Okay. There I am. Okay, see you in just a little bit, everyone. Alright. Now, back in Kaptar. Now that the bear is out of the way, or removed, or whatever, we can now go up these stairs. And we sure are high up, aren't we? Whoops. Lots of machining over here. No, I don't want to go down there yet. Hello, what's this? That's weird. Whoops. I'm over here and yet... Okay. Now this machine is part of a... I'm not sure what to call it. It's basically an optional puzzle. Later on you get a randomized code for this machine. And you'll see what it does later. 20 digits here. It's impossible to guess because there's billions of combinations on there. Whoa. Hang on a sec. Okay. I was making sure I was still recording. Ooh. Wheel. Okay, I guess it has to be spinning or something. Ooh, yeah. Like this. That's cool. Now maybe this will work. Excuse me. All right. Oh, come on. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, come on. Oh, seriously? finally. No! Get this to just grab on. There we go. That took a lot longer than I would have liked, but we got them all connected. Oh. Hello, what's this? Oh, wow. I know where this goes to. You don't know how easy time to see this here. We'll need to come back here later on. Once we've watered the tree. Also, we need to find... Oh. We need to find a way to get up on those catwalks up there. It's so loud I can't hear myself talk. Okay. Let's see here. Alright. Actually, you know what? Now that the barrier is down, we can go over here. Because I think I have to do this next. Once you get the power on. Whoa. Away from all the machinery over there. Alright, I think now that that big machinery thing is out of the way. Yes. Can't really see it, but it's over there in that fog somewhere. I'll be over here. Oh, here's the tree. I want to show you something over here before I forget. You see this wheel here? We have to go through here to get to the tree. And we cannot do that while this is turning. So later on, we'll have to turn off part of the power in order to get through there. Okay. Hang on. I believe what we're looking for is over here. Ah, there it is. Oh. Huh? Okay. Whoa. That's one huge creature there. That thing is massive. Alright. Whoa. Another massive creature. Over here. Lots and lots of fog. Not much to say about this place. Oh, way over here. Another rock formation. Ah. Takes us to Arai. But we're not going to go there just yet. I always got trapped in these cliffs up here. A few years ago. Hang on. Ooh, what's this? Well. Looks like we have a pot of Hunrath right here. Yep, that's Hunrath, alright. Well, let's not waste any more time. Let's go. Yeah, we're in Farley's house, apparently. Oh. Did we look behind here? I'm not sure if we ever did. Wow. Hiding doorways behind doors. That's a normal for Cyan. That can be reward item. Wow. That's interesting to say the least. Well, interesting. Ooh, unwritten adventures in the ages of mist and beyond. Cool. Cerberus B.S. Wolf. Ooh, mist. Huh? How in the world did that work? The whole thing is fake? Interesting. Wait, let me look at that. Interesting. Well, I'm not sure there's anything else to look at out here. Oh, there is actually this journal. $15,997 The Verlaine. I can't find the words. It's such a full-on life cycle. Or perhaps they're not. They launch themselves across the expanses of space, preserved for eons, until at last their technological arcs can hone in on and carry them to a new home. They have no connection with their predecessors, but in spite of this, perhaps because of this, they have amazing recollections of their history. Their stories are epic, reaching back through the eons. Unlike many of us who were abducted, they were abducted as a whole. Their scoop moved an entire facility that was about to be annihilated. I have come to believe that they, perhaps more than any of us, have a deeper understanding of whatever this strange system is that we find ourselves in. 16,000 feet 33 AH. I need to write this down. We buried G even today. This place never really agreed with her. Kept to herself mostly, depressed and downcast. Anyway, I digress. I stayed after the brief words were spoken. I was the last to leave. I wandered to the dome, as I often do, and looked out at the undulating Saurian wilderness beyond the cell wall. Movement caught my eye, and on very rare occasions we've seen Morphang scrambling about in the distance. But there have been fewer and fewer sightings over the years. But before me was a tail, haggard Morphang, before me was a tall, haggard Morphang, running desperately, almost directly toward me from one of the distant structures. It, I still cannot tell the gender, got closer and closer. I thought it would see me and stop, or turn around, or be curious about this strange dome in our world. In our world inside it. But continued running quickly, almost directly to my position. I was frozen in place with curiosity, until my reflexes took over at the last moment, and I leapt out of the way. But rather than hit the dome and fall backward, or come through into Hunrath, the dome flashed its familiar tone, and the Morphang vanished. I was stunned for a bit, but I retrieved my wits and stepped into the dome. Stepped into the dome myself to quickly get to the other side. After getting through, I immediately turned around and saw the Morphang outside, on the other side of the dome, still running away from whatever it feared. But as but as if it had no sense of passing around the dome. As surprising as the event was, it did serve to settle a few things in my mind. I always wondered how no one on Earth noticed what had replaced this junk of Arizona we have here. 16,772 H. I've got to vent. Again, there are those who argue with me. Over and over I demonstrate that in almost every case, whatever the process was that brought us here, it occurred at a pivotal moment. They tell their stories, and they still can't admit that the abduction actually saved each of us. All of us. What is it in human nature that grasps so strongly to the past, that we blame our saviors for stealing it from us? Okay, just one more event before bed. If each of us was individually saved from something, then maybe all of us were corporately saved from something larger. Can we really be sure of what's left? In this, the arrivals come from various places and times. Sarah got here almost 15 years ago from the year 2055. Whoa. 55? That's 30 years from now. Interesting. The year 2000 and Vizio got here. Let me say this again. Sarah got here almost 15 years ago from the year 2055, and Vizio got here 2.5 years ago from 1942. What does that mean? Time here is shuffled and chaotic compared to Earth. What state is Earth in right now? When is Earth right now? 16,787 AH. It's 3:15 a.m. and I feel compelled to journal this craziness. After spending most of yesterday meditating with the Arai, and then most of this evening discussing the nature of these worlds with... Is that Chi? I had just a sip of infamous Hunrath hooch and collapsed in my chair. Well, I just woke from a dream. I'm not one who puts a lot of credibility into dreams, but maybe the Arai were able to move something in me to understand, or possibly because of the intense discussion, my subconscious mind was triggered to be able to sort out some logical connections. Or maybe it was the hooch, the dream. I was tending a garden, an immense garden, and it wasn't for food or flowers. It was just about the health of the garden. I kept working to control it and contain it, and make it healthier, but the garden seemed to fight me at every turn. And after a while, it seemed like the days of work, I finally gave up in frustration. And as I stood there, doing nothing, the garden flourished before my eyes, growing and spreading in every direction. Because, I realized, the system that the plants were based on was not about me shaping and controlling. The natural element of the plants is healthier than plants. The natural system of plants is healthier when they are out of control, when they are free to spread and intermingle and cross-pollinate and mutate. Now, from a human point of view, that may not provide what I want. I get smaller fruit and smaller flowers and untidiness. But from the point of view of the plants, they grow stronger and much more resilient and resistant. The more they are scattered, the higher their odds of surviving. And now that I contemplate... Wait. One of a few pages left still. I'm going to pause the video recording real quick. I'll be right back. I realize that even the individual plants' seeds may not appreciate the benefit of what's happening. They are torn from far from their origins, forced into situations that seem extreme, possibly even destroyed by these new environments. But for the seeds that survive, the seeds that survive. Now that's where real growth, strength, and abundance comes from. It's so beautiful and terrifying. Beyond the beauty of it all, it's a system and structure that defies understanding. Okay, what if this is all a natural process? There are signs of something behind it all, but well hidden signs. So well, if I look at all of us, if I look at all of this, the cell, the tree, the water, the seeds, the hub, the health, even the abductions, well, there seems to be a grand system or plan. The plan doesn't take me into account. It is unemotionally intent on the health of something much bigger. That may hurt my feelings, but, well, what am I in the entire scheme of the universe? I have no idea what, if anything, might have put this process into motion, but that is irrelevant. Tomorrow I will talk with CW. He could be swayed from his battery plan. 17,145 AH. I really don't know much. I came to write this down because I am distraught. As I contemplate the plan that I have set in motion, I realize that I have become the destroyer of worlds. I sat down to write, to seek some cathartic tranquilization. And I realized the last thing I journaled was some historically beautiful philosophy about letting this garden wander alone. Not so reaffirming or calming. But nevertheless, here is my reasoning, because I must write this down. Simply, it's us or them. Complexly, if this is some kind of garden, and we're the plants or seeds or whatever, well, some of us have gotten together and decided that we're the better choice to survive. If the others have unilaterally decided that we all won't survive. I am more fit, darn it. This is not me. I want to be calm and garden, or ungarden, or grow, or... What gives normal species the right to destroy another species? Who gives the choose? Do I just lay down and die because of the mover, aggressive... Wait. I'm sorry. Do I just lay down and die because of the more aggressive species thinks they're better, more powerful? What brutal scale do I use to measure the good of some against the life of others? Does love ever destroy? Does love ever destroy? Does love ever destroy? Oh. Does love ever destroy in order to help more survive? To help love itself to survive? Does that even make sense? Can I kill because I think it will bring about more love? What if I'm not even capable of understanding this situation of hate versus love? Then maybe I am the hater. Do I generate this love delusion to help me maintain my sanity in light of the choice I have made? My goodness, it's too much. If these are just my walls of delusion, then I choose to live with them. I am a seed, scattered by the wind, but I will not simply be trampled. I will kick and scream, and survive. May God have mercy on my soul. Okay. That was intense. Okay. Before I go, Back to Kaptar. All these pictures came from there. Okay. Wait a second. Ah, okay. I'm sorry. I must be out of it right now. It's time for me to go to bed, I think. Alright. Back to Kaptar we go. Okay. Well, yes, we returned up. And go upstairs here. Ah. Well, I guess we have to go here now. Oops. On that noise. Ooh, over here. Wait. Okay. Ah. That looks pretty cool. Back to Hamlet we go. Alright, back on Hamlet. Come on. Okay, good. Okay. I'm sorry I didn't talk that much for the last few minutes, but I'm actually pretty tired right now, so I'm going to turn this 4 times real quick here. Hang on. Okay. That's 1. 2. 4. Alright. I'm going to go back to unwrap then.